Good morning, everybody. I'm heading over to some inspections, and I thought it'd be a great idea if I spent just a few minutes of my time while on the road to talk to you guys about home inspections. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, Stacy Hesser here, your favorite realtor in all of Southern Oklahoma, and I'm heading up to Sulphur today for some home inspections, and thought this would be a great time to have a little chat with you about home inspections and what to expect and kind of how much they cost. So first of all, home inspections are not actually required, but I do strongly recommend doing them. If you plan to do home inspections yourself, you can certainly download some kind of a checklist off of the internet and go from that. But otherwise, please hire a professional. They have tools to be able to test things. They're probably going to go into places of the home that you may or may not want to go into. So it is always money well spent, and it runs anywhere from about $250 to $400, just kind of depending on square footage of the home. Maybe they need to travel. Maybe there's some more outbuildings to the house that need to be inspected. So there are some things that can increase those costs. But again, they're going to be getting up into the attic. They're going to be getting into the crawl space if there is one. They're going to be testing all of the outlets. They're going to make sure the HVAC unit's working correctly. They're going to give you some information on all of that stuff. So truly, I believe this is money well spent and time well spent. If you hire an inspector to come out to your house to do it, you can expect them to be there probably about an hour and a half, and really sometimes up to 3 hours, just depending on what all they truly need to go through in the home. The person that pays for the home inspection is the buyer, and home inspections are done after you go under contract. So once you have an executed contract, everybody's in agreement over the terms of the contract. The contract is turned into the title company. You're going to turn in your earnest money, and then the buyer is going to hopefully hire a home inspector or schedule time for someone in their family, maybe even themselves, to go in and inspect the home. So most inspection periods in a contract are anywhere from 10 to 14 days, and it's during that time frame that all of the inspections should be scheduled and completed. Once you're done with your home inspection, you're going to get a very thorough report if you hire one of my preferred vendors. Typically their reports are about 28 to 35 pages long, and they will include pictures. So they do kind of usually go from a grading system saying it's satisfactory, marginal, or poor, or some kind of grading system of that nature. The home inspection, like I said, is done by the buyer, basically to give them peace of mind that the house isn't going to have any major issues once you move in. A great example is if you hire an inspector, they know what to look for when it comes to hail damage on a roof, and they will actually get up on the roof, double check all of the seals that are up there, and make sure everything's good and not going to be leaking or hasn't leaked previously or is leaking. So these are things that a home inspector would actually be able to point out to you. If it's bad enough, you can always hire an additional inspector, a specialist, to come in, because a typical home inspector is just going to be looking at the basics. They're not going to be, like I said, I mean, I kind of hate to say they're not a specialist, because they look at this stuff and they do this stuff day in and day out. It's how they make their livelihood, right? So they know things to look for. They've been trained to look for some very specific problems. So if you do find things, though, that are wrong, like you do find that there is hail damage, you'll probably want to get a roofer out to the home to actually do a more thorough inspection and possibly even give a quote if the roof needs to be repaired or replaced. Once you're done with your home inspections, then like I said, you get this list of things that may need to be addressed, things that may need to be replaced, repaired, or treated. Once you have that list, you would then turn around and do what's called a TRR in the state of Oklahoma, treatment, repair, or replace list. buyers, I cannot emphasize this enough. This is not a honey-do list. So what you should be listing on there are truly things that need to be treated, replaced, or repaired prior to you moving in. This isn't a time for you to just simply ask for cosmetic things to be fixed. These are things that truly add to the safety, soundness, and security of that home. So just always bear that in mind. You never want to bust a deal because you end up turning in a repair list with 20 items. So just manage your expectations when you get that inspection list back from your home inspection, and just really try to, I say minimize, because that seller, they just want to check off some boxes. They don't really have a vested interest anymore to do the best work. They just need to get it done. So if it's something that you're concerned about, then please just bear that in mind when you're asking a seller to go through and actually make those repairs on your behalf. Yes, it might save you some money, but it may not in the long run. So just always consider that. Home inspections, what to expect, how much they cost, how long they take, what you get out of it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. If you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you love this video, want to see this happy, smiling little face every single week, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. But until the next time, bye!